No, but I'm also, I don't know if I'm in. I go to my Google, let me go to my Google Plus.
I don't know. Is it technically the whole semester or just 5 months?
Wait, here's the little.
Okay, do you see me? Do you see a speaking?
Yes, I see sent a message.
Okay. Can you click on my, like, the logo? So when you click on it, you can option the video call me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm answering.
Yay!
Awesome.
Alright, so you bring that to the class?
Put a piece of paper or turn your screen off. Otherwise, I'm going to really annoying. Keep your sound on so I can tell you how to make it.
They turned off the lights when I was like mid-reading it last time. It's back to the book. I don't think there's that. I think there's a different way. They're gonna get more home. That person. Like, so we'll be talking about less a lower pitch. Exactly. She doesn't have that like tone of optimism that she usually has. Yeah, I think that's like unique with Mawr. It's like, I don't know if I'm on my mood today. Like for real totally. Yeah. Oh, Jessica. You'll see.
Sorry to make you wait here.
I just said that.
Height is better, not very slow. Because I actually went back there last night and I was like, and I tried to I'll have you something.
We're together.
It's very
That is how my job is like.
also it's hard to do streaming.
Yeah.
Platforms, I think that helps. My laptop will check really well.
Yeah.
But since I'm live streaming,
No, I get that.
I'll check it out. Is someone sitting here?
No, I just the chair where you're sitting.
Yes.
Feel free.
I wonder if it's all live. We can have
And the Chronicles of Sarah can't direct.
Sarah, you can to direct. I saw this play last night. I would know.
that was acting.
No, Sarah, you don't get a good play without a good director. That's how that works. You need somebody to play. Okay, they have about the same amount of time left on it, so have this one in if you don't mind. I gotta pee. Let's play that.
I would suggest, yes, and use this with it.
Sometimes they work. And sometimes they work and people. They don't always make proper group of people. Yeah, that's the hard part. But actually, it's like rotating your face. I was like, that's a day. I don't think we were better. I was right.
Yeah. Kids would be
It's probably accurate. It's probably quite accurate.
okay. Oh, I think Angela's sitting here. I don't think anyone's in these two seats.
That was not an attractive sound. You sounded like you're dying. Are you okay? Not then. Who are you? Why haven't you made a hobby? She's tall. She's very pretty. Yes, it happens to be happening.
Exactly. The cookies don't do that. You think about them like cookies that have stayed together.
It's very true. I like it.
Yeah.
I have no idea. So wait, so I have to make them.
It's a chocolate chip cookie as the base with a top with another chocolate chip
Chocolate
cookie.
chip and chocolate chip. Got it.
Yeah.
On.
The chocolate chip cookie is a
When they're chewy.
when they're chewy. They're perfect.
They're not always chewy though.
No.
And we quite old.
You can usually find Are you
Well, no, because like I do technically have.
I don't want to show Okay.
She probably hears somewhere.
Okay, good. If she sits here, I can't.
I think this seat's just like laptop.
Okay, that's what I was hoping.
Well, I've never been doing it, so I don't know.
Good show. I saw last night. I really like it. They do a great job. I'm proud of them. Yeah, more or less. Equivalent of the costumes are beautiful.
So it's like a feminist interpretation. Is it like when TV was really kind of misogynist
This play is considered to be the forerunner of the feminist. The end of it is referred to as the Doors to the End of the World, and several countries it was censored because they did not feel like the following message was delivered to them. Which is how it became the symbol. You might not feel like it, but it ends in Oh, anyways, Tana. Did you say go ahead and buy stuff or no?
I didn't read the email.
Oh, okay.
Like I saw it, but I didn't read it.
Bobby Prin's hair ties and makeup stuff. I was going to go ahead and buy those, but I didn't know how much you had
I had allocated a good deal. I'm pretty sure the general troupe got
like $950.
it got a lot. Like it got very close to like this play's budget. And I don't know if this play used their full budget.
Okay, that's what I thought that would happen. So can I go ahead and do that?
I would say
It
so.
shouldn't be 100. It shouldn't.
Yeah.
I'd be amazed if it reached 50.
The problem is that no one in this play has turned in their receipts yet, so I don't actually know how much we have.
Okay.
Because like I don't know how much they use for their budget.
All right.
But
I'll talk to Sarah after the show.
there was a good portion of the budget allocated to makeup and stuff.
Okay.
But they didn't like give us back like how much they allocated to each item.
We do that ourselves.
Exactly. So like we have our main budget, and you can use whatever the
Okay. I just wanted to ask your permission. My instinct is just to go ahead and do it, but like it's
honestly, just go ahead and do it. I just have the title, but you can still do whatever you want.
Great. I don't want to step on your toes.
No.
I'm planning on buying a pound of black bobby pins, a pound of bronze bobby pins, a
Yeah.
couple hundred hair ties, some
Right.
Makeup setting spray, and removing towelettes. I've also been looking into some eyeshadow palettes to help with man makeup.
Yeah.
I'm considering getting cosmetic sanitizing wipes just because, like,
You might want to train someone or me to like as to like how you buy those sort of things and like where you find them,
Amazon.
because like next year when you're not around to do that for us,
I'm gonna work
you
on
need
it.
someone to have that ability.
Yeah, I'll work with you and
So,
Abby.
yeah.
And then
I mean, like I don't know if I'm gonna do treasure again next year because like if the thing with Sam goes through, I don't know if I should be an exec board person and a director or
treasure
whatever.
is not usually a conflict of interest.
Okay.
It's not considered one.
Okay. So as long as no one in the club minds,
It's
I'll
only the
continue to be
co-coordinators that are
treasurer.
forbidden from directing, which is kind of a problem since the person that Abby and I have in mind to ask to take over for
Would be a
SJU
good director.
wants to direct.
Gotcha.
Because it was she's going to be going. I was like, Abby, I'm thinking about it. What was that?
Is Abby gonna do it again next year? Okay. Yeah.
I will abandon all pretense of going to California for grad school and do my PhD at UPenn. And I will come back here and never.
Yeah.
But I really want to go to California. One of my picks just emailed me. It's really fun being at the part where you're being solicited by school. But it's also terrifying.
I'm trying to think of any other like current stuff.
There's a few people I would think
There's a
of.
few people. There's a few. That would
It's one of those
also.
jobs that requires a really unique mix of like skill sets.
You have to want the position.
You have to be very devoted. Because let me tell you, every single position is there, I say to myself, why am I doing this? Why am I doing
Make
this?
sure no one sits here.
No one sits here and no one sits there.
Where are you sitting?
Here.
Good. I just didn't want your head to get in the way of the camera. Oh my god. What Jordan made.
With what?
What Jordan made.
That's fantastic.
That's great.
I know a frosh that would be great. Who you're thinking of? Jess.
Yes, I'm grooming her in my head.
Like maybe not for this next year, but after
I'd want her to
that.
run for a position on the exec board next year because that's how I kind of got into it.
Yes.
It's a good start.
No, because like I already see her being really dedicated to the club, and I already see her fitting in
She is.
so perfectly. Like,
When I ran into her eventually and I mentioned in passing that I ran the team with her, she went, oh my god, you're Angela Rosenberg, and she like threw herself at me.
but like she needs to have her sophomore year not in cohort because I want her to direct.
Yes, we generally we try to reserve Coco for junior senior pair. We think that works best.
Yes, of course.
I think she
Of
would be
course.
a good treasurer maybe or secretary. Something in that position. She could be really involved.
Yeah.
Her secretary's never super involved, but I think she's never has been secretary.
She needs to have a good position next year, but like I want her to direct because I feel like she'd be really good at it, and then she can go for cohort the following year.
Yeah.
I will, after you leave, I will force her in.
Sorry.
Oh no, I will encourage her to do this since you will be on campus. I like how we're planning 2 years in advance.
It's gonna be hard for me to be away from you guys.
You're never away though. This is always home.
I need to work on my scheme. I'm gonna scheme, but I haven't had time to complete
Oh
it.
yeah? Are you gonna like stay in this area?
No, this is a scheme for an event happening this year that I need to ask people for.
Oh.
Because I can't just do it normally. I have to do
Right.
it collaboratively. I'm getting feelings about performing a TV.
Really soon.
I'm worried I'm not doing a good job.
I'm sure you're doing fine. So wait, what all is being proposed for next semester?
Possibly measure for measure.
Right, and equivocation obviously. Well, it's already been
Equivocation
proposed.
pass.
Yeah.
The only one I've heard of. Allie won't propose to someone else talking to her. And I'm going to talk to Kathleen about what to do. If Kathleen wants to do much ado, she gets it automatically.
Right.
No question.
So we might already have two set.
Yeah. I need to talk to her.
Her much ado is the 20s theme, right?
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool.
And we have a little costume for it, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, somebody texted me, and I don't know who it is, and they were like, it was something responsive to something I was said on Tumblr, and they're like, I'm here for you.
that's funny.
Welcome everyone, thank you for coming. Just a quick note from the beginning. There will be one 15-minute intermission, and emergency exits on the other side. Both of the stairs go down. There's an elevator outside, but you probably don't want to use it pending the emergency.
Okay. And then before the play begins, just a quick
and sort of gives the prizes. Yes.
Alright, thank you. Enjoy the show.
A doll's house.
It might be a sensible plan if you were to really buy yourself a gift with it, but if you were just to spend it all on housekeeper or any of the other unnecessary things you intend to buy, well, it's your problem. I just really have to pay up again. She is a sweet little spendthrift, or she uses up a great deal of money. It's a shame to say that, Paula. I can't really say that. Oh, no. But you can't say that, you say. I am looking forward to this evening. Oh, yes, so am I. And how the children really don't themselves. It's true. Now I was just thinking, your father has such similar qualities. He also had a legally working agony. You know, I wonder if you can hear it. I wish I could ever get it for hospitals. Really? I don't know. I want you just as you are. My sweet, good smile. But you know, you're looking rather uneasy. Yes. Uh-huh. Tell me, has Whitney to speak to them to the confectioners today? Oh, no, Dora. Not been breaking rules in town. Oh, no, I assure you, really. Not even been nibbling on sweets? No, of course not. I really don't think it's oh, of course, I'm joking. I mean, after all, you did give me a word that you'd swear off sweets. Keep your little Christmas secrets to yourself, darling. I'm sure they'll all be revealed when the tree is lit. It will. It's something that I'm quite looking forward to. I know the whole family will enjoy it. You remember last Christmas? You shut yourself away for the entire day, late into the night, making ornaments and paper decorations to surprise you and the children. It was the dullest 3 weeks I ever spent. But it was precious to the result. Oh, you should tease me about that. How could I help the cats going in and tearing everything to pieces? Oh, no, you couldn't, you poor girl. You the best of intentions for good result. And that's the main thing. But how I am glad of it. You don't have to do your beautiful things. You pretty eyes. No, I mean, I'm not going to do that for a while. Love everything you say. Yeah. I think that because of observations, after Christmas is over, there's someone at the door. What do you say? Remember, if it's a caller, I'm not at home. I wait to see you now. A stranger. The doctor told me at the same time, so you go straight to my room. Yes. How do you do, Mawr? You don't recognize me, I suppose? Yes, to be sure, I see. Christine, is it really you? Yes, it is I. Oh, how you have altered, Christine. Yes, I have indeed. In 14 long years. Oh, so long since we met. I'm sure the last 14 years have been it's so lovely this long as we winter. That's lucky. I arrived by steamer this morning. So I'm not surprised may master have peace for us. He is to begin his work with that in the new year. And from now on, he will look quite different. And he is going to have a big salary and lots of commissions. He will do just as we want. And it will be wonderful to be not having anxiety and have heaps and heaps of money or yes. And it would be delightful to have one not just what one needs, but heaps and heaps of money. No, dear. Haven't you learned sense yet? In our school days, you were quite a spendthrift. That's what Troupe says now. But, yeah, no, it's not so silly as you think. We have not been in a position to be waste money. We both have been. You too? Yes. Crochet work, needlework, embroidery, and other things as well. You know, the little first man in Hawaii. There's a prospect promotion there. And we have to try very hard to earn our money from the family. Words and stuff, dreadfully ill day and night. And the doctor said it was necessary for us to go south. He spent a whole year ill, didn't he? Yes. It was a wonderfully beautiful journey this week. But it cost an awful lot of money. So I should think. It cost about £250. That's a lot, isn't it? Yes. And in an emergency like that, it is lucky to have the funds. I ought to tell you that I couldn't go on. Oh, I see. It's just about that time to go, wasn't it? And it's just really good at that time. And it's expected to allow us to do it every day. And of course, it's for all to miss the people that we're looking at. I think we'll be back in the holiday. But soon after, I never saw him again. There's just so much time I noticed on him. No on the road. And then he went off to Italy. Yes, we have the money there. The doctors were sick to get our money, so we set off and off Italy. And he hasn't been back quite 7 months ago. With the doctor. I thought he gave the gentleman who arrived and was surviving with the doctor. Oh, yes, Dr. Ray. But he was coming eventually. You know, he's doing as good as Freddy. He comes here at least once every day. You know, the one's not having hours in the system. And the children are strong and healthy with someone. Christine. Oh, what did you do? Is it true that you know about the husband? Why did you do it? Well, my mother was alive then, and Edward helped us. And I had to provide for my 2 younger brothers, so I did not think I was justified in refusing the offer. He was Richard Curry. I believe he was quite far off. But he died. It all went to pieces. There was nothing left. Well, I had to turn my hand to anything I could find. First a small shop, then a small school, and so on. The last 3 years seemed like one long working day, with no rest. Now it is at an end, Nora. My poor mother needs me no more, for she is gone, and the boys are not needing me either, for they have got situations in check for themselves. Who wouldn't believe you? No. Indeed. And you feel my life unspeakably empty. Nothing to live for. That is why I cannot stand life and I go back at it any longer. Only hopefully, easier day to find something that will conceive. And often from her thoughts, if only I could have the fortune to pursue real work. Office work for some time. Oh, Christine, that's so tired. If you look at that girl, feel so good about it? My dear, small household cares and that sort of thing. You are a child, Mawr. You ought not to be so superior. No, you are just like all the others. If you are capable of anything that comes upon, then I have gone through nothing in this world of cares. Oh, my dear Mawr, you must have told me all of your troubles. Those are trifles. I have not heard you think of them. What do you think? Your Troupe, I suppose, is both down Indeed, I don't look down on anyone. But it is true that I am both proud and glad to think that I was privileged to make the end of my mother's life almost. Compare and look proud. Are you not? How hard and long you worked for your brothers. I think I have the right to be. Yes, indeed I think you do. You have something to be proud and glad of. I have no doubt you have. What do you speak of? Speak of. Supposed to have what you do, and you must know it. Only you must know it. But what is it? For it was I who saved Troupe's life. Saved? How? You would know, Shakespeare. Troupe never would have recovered from no longer. Yes, but your father gave you the necessary funds. Those are two ones on others with them. But it wasn't hard. It was I who took the money. You! Oh, that large sum! 250 pounds. But my dear Mawr, how could you possibly do it? Did you win a prize in the lottery? You knew the lottery. There would have been no credit in that. But how did you do it then? Because you couldn't have borrowed it. Couldn't I? No. A wife cannot borrow without her husband's permission. It's a wife who has any reasons. A wife who has the wit to be able to get that. I don't understand this at all, Nora. There's no need to should. I never said I could borrow money. Perhaps I got it from the mother. Whatever it is, subtract this money. Oh, you are a mad creature. Well, you see, I'm happy I'm no full of curiosity. Listen to me, Nora, dear. Haven't you been a little bit imprudent? Imprudent? Is it imprudent to save your husband's life? It seems to me imprudent without his knowledge. But it was absolutely necessary that he not know. My goodness, Christine, don't you understand? It was to me that the doctors came and said that we ought to go south, and that we shouldn't know the danger of being. Do you not think I didn't try, first of all, to get what I want as if it were for myself? I told him how much I should love to travel abroad like the other young wives. I told him we ought to remember the condition that I was in, and we ought to be kind and indulgent to me. I admitted that he might take out a loan if that millionaire angry with me. He said it was his duty as my husband not to indulge me in my whims and caprices. Well, very well, I thought we must be saved. And so that is how I came to God's way out of the difficulty. And you jealous would never get to know from your father that the money will not come from him. No, but God died just at the time. I had meant to let him see the pain that it would do, but alas, there's never any. And since then, you have never told your secret to your husband. You will never. Do you mean never to tell him about it? Yes. One day, when I am no longer as good looking as I am now, be quiet, but laugh. In my dancing and reciting of Paul I had been, perhaps it would be a good way to have something to do. Oh, what else inside of me? And dear, never come. Well, what do you think nowadays? Simply to see, you still think that I'm in no use. I may tell you there is something in business called quarterly interest, and another thing called payment in installments. It is always so dreadfully hard to keep my pay to the country. I have had to save a little here and a little there. I couldn't do much out of the money to keep on eating the house before. We must always have a good table, and I thought obliged to use up all the shopping babies for my children. Sweet little darlings. So does all have to come out of your own necessaries of life, poor Nora? Oh, yes, indeed. Whenever Troupe has given me money for new dresses and such things, I have never spent more than half of it. I have always bought the cheapest and I paid off every penny I could scrape together. And sometimes, when I was at my bedside, if I could think of nothing else, I used to sit here and imagine a rich, old, wide and the woman's will contain the words of big lives, and lovely whiskey royal home. It's to have all I possess, paid over to her at once. What do you think, Nora? Who could the man be? Such a man doesn't exist. For goodness doesn't understand. He knows the ways of people. See what they are. But it ties my personal state of reason. For I am free from care. Free from care. To be able to be free from care. To be able to play and romp with the children. Soon sprinkle upon the big blue sky. Then perhaps I shall be able to see the city again. Oh, Christine, it is a wonderful thing to be alive and happy. There's the bell. Perhaps I can go. Oh, no, please don't. Be sure you can talk all about it. Excuse me, ma'am. There's a gentleman to see the master. And as the doctor is with him, who is it? It is I, Mrs. Helmer.
Bank business, in a way. I have a small post in the bank, and I hear your husband is to be our chief now.
So it's
Nothing but dry business matters, Mrs. Helmer. Absolutely nothing else.
No. Who was that man? A woman. By the name of Ghost. But who really was he? Yes, you know. I used to. Many years ago. At one time, he was the zealous whisperer in our town. Yes, he is greatly altered. He is a widower now, isn't he? There's several children. They say he carries on various kinds of businesses. Oh, well, I don't know anything about that. Don't let us talk of business, Christine. It's so tiresome. No, I didn't know around Hollywood. I'm much more important to the life of a while. I'll bet you the pardon and we might serving you as well. Oh, no, not at all. Dr. Beck, this is me. Oh, I've often heard Mrs. Williams mentioned here. I believe I passed down the stairs in our yard, Mrs. Williams. Yes, I walk very slowly. I can't manage stairs well. Some slight internal weakness. No, the fact is I have been overworking myself. Nothing more than that. Then I suppose Why are you laughing at that? Have you any idea what society really is? Oh, I think our time is in society. No, I'm not. Something tell me that. Are all people who are from the bank? Is that what you find so extremely amusing? That's not the thing. It's so wonderful that we have hope has so much power over so many people. Dr. Beck, won't you say it's sweet? What? Sweets? I thought they were forbidden. Oh, it's like misunderstanding. What? It's a lie. Once okay, then so isn't it? Oh, why are you talking about anything like that? That I should have or the most two. I'm so delightfully happy. There's just one thing I want to do. What's that? It is something I could do and want to say. It's for volunteer. What will you say? No, no, it's so shocking. Shocking? Well, I should not advise you say it. Still, it doesn't matter. Tell me, Mrs. Mawr, what is it you would so like to say to your husband and you? I would just love to say. Well, I'm damned. No, I'm damned. Say it. Here he is. Have you not heard the man for long? Yes, he's just left. Oh, who's this? Let me introduce you. This is Christine. Ah, Christine, I'm sorry. Mrs. Lynn. Oh, Mrs. Lynn. Yes, of course. School what? School friend of my wife's, I presume? Yes. We have known each other since then. And Justin, she has taken this voluntary in order to see. No, really, I was coming to see Christine is tremendously younger than what we and is frightfully anxious to lift up herself into the light of some clever man. Very sensible, Mrs. Lynn. And when she heard that you were going to be made manager of the bank, hopefully it was telegraphed, you know. She went all the way over to see you. Oh, you must find something to do for for my sake, please. Well, it's not entirely impossible. You are a widow, I presume. Yes. And you have some experience in bookkeeping. Yes, a fair amount. Huh. Well, I think I shall be able to find something for you. Oh, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? You have come at a fortunate moment, Mrs. Lynn. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, there's no need. But you must excuse me. I'm going to go out for an errand. Wait a moment. I'll come with you. Don't be long away, dear. Oh, not an hour. And you're going to stay? Yes, I must go for a room. I'm so sorry that I'm so disgraced. Please don't be very cross. Please don't do it. Good night, Mawr, dear. Many thanks. Goodbye. For the present, you will come back, I suppose. And you too, Doctor. If you are well enough, of course you will come back. Well. Mother! Oh, there they are! There they are! Oh, the sweet little diamonds! Oh, Christine, are they a vision? Mother! Well, let us stand here in the draught.
Come, Mrs. Lynn. Place is only bearable for a mother now.
Oh, how well you all look! Such red cheeks like apples and roses! Have you had great fun? Oh, we have, Mom, we have! Yes, what did you do? I report and you ran a sled. Both you and Eddie at the same time? Oh, you were a clever boy, I heard. And did you get a snowball? Yes, we did. I made a big snowball, Mother, and a huge one. Oh, that's wonderful. sure if I'm lucky enough at the time. And when you come back, we shall have a game. Okay. Yes, Susan.
I should like to speak to you.
But it's not the first of the month yet.
No, it is Christmas Eve, and it will depend upon yourself what of the Christmas you will spend.
I'm afraid that it's impossible.
We shall not talk about that until later on. This is something different. I presume you can give me a moment.
Yes, I can, although.
Good. I was in Olson's restaurant today when I saw your husband walking down the street with a lady.
What then?
May I make so bold as to ask if it were Mrs. Lynn,
Yes, indeed it was.
just arrived in town?
Yes, today.
She is a great friend of yours, is she not?
Of course, yes.
I knew her too, once upon a time.
I'm aware of that.
Are you? Well, I suppose you know all about it. I should have thought as much. Well, since you know, I can ask you without beating about the bush. Is Mrs. Lynn to have an appointment in the bank?
Please be quiet. What why do you question me? One of my husband's subordinates. Very well, yes, Shana. Indeed, Mrs. Lynch to have most effective I would be place.
I was right in what I thought then.
Yes. You see, when one is a tiny bit of influence, it is not necessarily followed in the community. What I'm trying to say, Mr. Morrison, that the more you explore your position, we should be careful to avoid offending anyone
Who has influence?
exactly.
Mrs. Helmer, you will be so good as to use that influence on my behalf.
What do you mean?
You will be so kind as to see that I am allowed to keep my subordinate position in the bank.
Who is it you propose to take it most of it?
Oh, there is no necessity to keep up this pretense of ignorance. I can quite understand why your friend is not very anxious to expose herself to the chance of rubbing shoulders with him. And I can quite understand, too, whom I have to thank for being turned off.
Because that I'm afraid of.
Very likely, but to come to the point, the time has come when I should advise you to use your influence to prevent that.
Influence. How do you suppose I have any influence with my husband?
Haven't you? I thought you said yourself just now.
Oh, well, naturally, I can give you that kind of instruction on it. Oh, can you suppose that I have influence of that sort with my husband?
Oh, I have known your husband since our student days. I don't suppose he is any more unassailable than other husbands.
Mr. Thornton, if you speak slightingly of my husband, I shall turn you out of the house.
You are bold, Mrs. Helmer.
I'm not afraid of you. Once you in your values, I shall sue you for the whole thing.
Listen to me, Mrs. Helmer. If necessary, I am prepared to fight for my small post in the bank as if I were fighting for my life.
So it seems.
It is not only for the sake of the money. Indeed, that weighs least with me in the matter. There is another reason. Well, I suppose I may tell you. My position is this. I dare say you know, like everyone else, that once, many years ago, I was guilty of an indiscretion.
You said it was right for something
The matter never came into court, but every way seemed closed off to me after that. So I took to the business that you know of. I had to do something, and honestly, I don't think I've been one of the worst. But the time has come for me to cut myself off from all that. My sons are growing up, and it is for their sake that I must try to win back as much reputation as I can in the town. This post in the bank is like the first step up for me. And now your husband is going to kick me backstairs into the mud.
Mr. Phillips, that I assure you I have no influence of the sort with my husband.
Then it is because you haven't the will. But I have means to compel you.
You can be able to tell my husband about the money.
Suppose I were to tell you.
What a perfectly disagreeable position I'm putting in. And how perfectly infamous of you to think of my husband
Helmer, I asked you if it were only a disagreeable position at home that you were afraid of. Should it be okay and back in your feet? Mrs. Helmer, either you have a very bad memory or you know little of business. I shall be obliged to remind you of a few details. When your husband was ill, you came to me to borrow £250.
Yes, I do know what to do.
I promised to get you that amount.
Yes, and so you did.
I promised to get you that amount on certain conditions. Now your mind was so taken up with your husband's illness, and you were so anxious to get the money for your journey that you seem to have paid no attention to the conditions of our bargain. Therefore, it shall not be remiss if I were to remind you of them. Now, I promised to get you the money on the security of a bond, which I drew up.
Yes, and it was something.
Good. But below your signature, there were a few lines constituting your father a surety for the money. Those lines your father should have signed.
Sure. He did.
I left the date blank. That is to say, your father himself should have entered the date on which he signed the paper. You remember that?
Yes, I seem to.
And then I gave you the bond to send to your father by post. Is that not so?
Yes, I see.
Which you must have done so because 5 or 6 days afterwards you returned the paper to me with your father's signature. And then I gave you the money.
Mr. Bryn, I'm afraid I didn't accept it again.
Mrs. Howard, to get to the point. That was a very trying time for you, was it not?
Yes, it was indeed.
Your father was very ill, wasn't he? And he died soon afterwards.
Quite soon after.
Mrs. Helmer, can you perhaps tell me on what day your father died? On what day of the month, I mean?
Your pa died on the 29th of September.
That is correct. I have ascertained it for myself. And as such, there is a discrepancy which I cannot account for.
Discrepancy?
The discrepancy consists, Mrs. Helmer, in the fact that your father died this paper 3 days after his death. Your father died on the 29th of September. But look here, he has signed his name on the 2nd of October. That is a discrepancy, isn't it? Can you explain it to me? It is remarkable, too, that the word 2nd of October, as well as the year, are written not in your father's handwriting, but in one which I think I know. But of course it can be explained. Your father, in his illness, merely forgot to date his signature, and someone filled it in haphazard before they knew of his death. There is no harm in that. But of course, this all depends on the signature of the name, and that is genuine, I suppose, Mrs. Howard. It was your father himself who signed his name here.
It was not. It's I who said it was him.
Are you aware that is a dangerous confession?
Poor sir, he'll soon have the money.
Mrs. Helmer, let me ask you a question. Why did you not send the bond to your father?
It was impossible. Mawr said that if I had sent him the bond, he would tell him how much David knew about his neighbor. Step him outside before he died. It's impossible.
It would have been better for you if you had given up your trip abroad.
That was impossible too. That trip was to save the world's wife, don't you understand?
But did it never occur to you that you were committing a fraud on me?
You couldn't bear to think of you. You put so many harmless difficulties in my way.
Listen to me, Mrs. Helmer. You evidently do not realize clearly what it is that you have been guilty of. But I can assure you that my one false step, which lost me all my reputation, was nothing more or nothing worse than what you have done.
You seriously ascertained that you were at risk to save your wife's life.
The law cares nothing about motives.
But it must be a very foolish law.
Foolish or not, it is the law by which you will be judged if I were to present this paper in court.
Is a wife not to be allowed to save her dying father as I am here? Is a wife not to be allowed to save her husband's life? I am sure that there are laws governing that sort of thing, Mr. Burchell. Do you not know of such laws? You, who are a lawyer? You're a lawyer, indeed.
Maybe. But matters of business, such business as you and I have had together. Do you think I don't know about that? Very well, do as you please. But let me tell you this, Mrs. Summer. If I lose my position a second time, you shall lose yours with me.
It is impossible. You cannot fight again, not so sort of things. Mother, the stranger man is wrong with you. Yes. You do not want to turn back. You understand. That is not. No, Mother, but will you come back again? No, I don't understand. But you promise. But also I love you. But I love you. It is possible. I did it for love's sake. Helen, bring in the tree. There, listen to me. Have I given anything else now? No. Okay, black is fine. You will look at me. So the better than please see how much. Oh, the fairy. Oh, Toto, you're not so soon. Indeed. Has anyone else been here? Oh, no, no. Really? How strange. I ran into Troupe going up the gate. Oh, yes. I forgot he was here for a moment. Nora, he was in here begging you to put it in the word for him, wasn't he? And you were making it look like you were giving me some word of your own accord. You were concealing the fact that you name. Do you have any idea what that means? Well, let me tell you, it's more than the correct thing to do. Although, I'm not so reckless man to condemn someone for such a small fault of that kind. That is, if that person would admit to their fault and accept their punishment. Punishment? Yes. This Troupe guy, he never got punished. No, he got out of it by a sly trick. And that's why he's gone under altogether. Perhaps, but more often by prudence. Oh, Laura, imagine how a man like that is a hypocrite. He has to wear a mask around those who comes near and dear to him, even around his wife and children. Oh, children, that's really the saddest part of it all, Laura. The saddest part of it all is, well, an atmosphere of lies, poisons the air of a home. Every breath those children take is laden with the germs of evil. To a bold arm. In fact, I found that in my time as a lawyer, every single client of mine who talked about early life was having a secret mother. Why do you always say that? Well, it's most common with the mother's influence, although naturally, and the secret father makes an effect. And that's why it's so sad that this Troupe guy is poisoning his children with lies and dissimulation. You know what? That's why my little squirrel must not leave his face. Can I have your hand on it? Come on, let me have your hand. There. The matter is settled now. Besides, I assure you, it would be quite impossible for you to work with Troupe staff. I literally feel physically ill in the presence of liars. Well, how hot it is in here. Oh, I have such luck to do. I suppose I do too. I treat some of these food for dinner. Oh, think about your costume as well. White, dark, and squirrel. It's impossible. Oh no, no, please, you must stay with her. Listen, my boy. It's impossible. Oh, there is someone at the door. No, 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 no one will come today. Christmas Day. Or tomorrow, even. I love you, letters. At last, I could find the box with the fancy dress. Oh, thanks. We're going to I was obliged to if I wanted to be in Mawr's notes. Yes, but how could you do it? When I was going to get such a good position by it, what girl should be glad to? Besides that, looking at it would be a single thing for you. The point of another thing that I was really like, in the night, I would have no one. You shall see Father starting I'm sure you know that the boss is starting this week. Only I didn't know. I don't know anything. That makes sense. But you know since I don't know. I shall go stand up. I heard you are asking for me. Yes, yes, indeed. And something can happen. Tomorrow is the day for the best understanding. You provide us tomorrow. And we'll have us with those that you can able to appreciate. And just to tell that you can do. We'll see you going to get the bread. Of course, we're all watching you. And look. This is a test that we have here, but he's also torn, and I have any idea what the crazy. It's turning up on something in there. You know that? No, that's all I want. So we're going to be all dressed up tomorrow, Nora. I'll tell you what. I wouldn't mind seeing you all in your fine feathers. But I don't think you'd want to think because it's delightful evening yesterday. Is it? Was it delightful? You ought to have come a little bit earlier this week. Certainly no one has had a house here to attack. And so many people, seems to me, went off your father's daughter for nothing. But tell me, is that Dr. Bryn always as depressed as he was yesterday? No, and it was very noticeable yesterday. I ought to tell you that he suffers from a terrible disease indeed. He's such a spine. His father was a terrible and in all sorts of excesses. He never tries to consider his wife. You understand? But my dear Nora, how do you know anything of such things? Oh, maybe I think so. When you get visits from women who know something about medical matters. Does Dr. Bryn come here every day? Yes, every day regularly. But tell me this. See, what is sincere? I mean, isn't he the sort of man who's very anxious to make himself appear? No, why do you say that? Well, I noticed when you introduced me to him yesterday, he declared he often heard my name mentioned around the house. And later, when I met my husband, he said he had been slight pregnant with my wife. So how did Dr. Bryn? Oh, my wife! Of course, Christine, you see. Well, he wasn't so different, he wasn't all to himself, as he says. But when I was much younger, he did a couple of women. He said it was so naturally I stopped talking about it. But I taught him to say the fact that I really could, you can say that. Listen to me. You are so very like a child. In many things. And I'm older than for many ways and have a bit more experience. I'll tell you this. You ought to have been angry with Dr. Bryn. What would I do with him? Of two things, I should think. Yesterday you told me some nonsense about a wealthy admirer who was going to be money. An admirer who exists, is Dr. Bryn a man of means? Yes. And has no one to provide for? No. And comes here every day? Yes, I told you. But how could you allow that man be so tactless? Don't be arrogant, Mawr. Do you not suppose I don't guess as much as 250 pounds?
Christine, my goodness, how did you think of such a thing? A man who comes to my house and I'm giving a thing. Do you understand the disagreeable position I would put me in?
Really, is it me?
No. Hard to me to ask Dr. Wright. Besides, he had no money then. They didn't do it later.
Well, I think that was lovely for you.
That would never would have occurred to me to ask Dr. Wright. But I'm sure that if I did,
But of course you won't.
of course not. When you take out a loan, you get a bond back, right?
Yes, as a matter of course.
You can tear it into 100,000 pieces. Oh, that makes me very good.
No. You're concealing something from me.
Oh, do I look as if I were?
Something has happened since yesterday morning. Mawr, tell me, what is it?
Oh, Christine.
Oh, there's Torvald.
Yes, could you please reach in? Again, can I see how safe is going on? And then,
Certainly. But I'm not moving away from here until we have had out from another.
yes, yes, yes. Oh, I wonder you so much, Torvald, dear.
Oh. Have you been trying on your dress?
Oh, yes. You shall see tomorrow how splendid I will look.
That was a rather good idea of mine, wasn't it?
Yes, splendid. But don't you think it was nice of me to do as you wish?
Oh, well, little girl. Do as your husband wishes. I suppose you didn't mean it like that. Besides, I suppose you will be trying on that lovely dress of yours, and I have work to do, so.
Oh,
Yes.
if your little sparrow were to ask me something very pretty,
What then?
would you do?
Well, I should like to know what it is first.
The squirrel would run up behind the dog and chase it. You would only do what she wants.
Well, my little squirrel would do that anyhow.
The skyline of gold in every room with her song and fancy and following.
Nora, truly you don't make that impression with me this morning.
Oh, yes, Torvald, please.
You really have the courage to bring that up again.
Yes, Torvald.
Nora, the post that I am taking from the photograph, I need to get to Mrs. Lady.
Yes, and you've been awfully kind about that, but you would just...
Nora, this is incredible obstinacy. Because you chose to take this man off as far as I expected you. It really amused me.
Torvald, do you think this man writes in the most scrupulous newspapers he sends us? There's something behind that he can do us hope.
Ah, I understand. It's recollections of the past that scare you. Well, naturally, you're thinking of your father.
Yes, yes. Oh, just remember how hard we decided to call for me to file a prisoner's dismissal if you would not get so kind to expose him.
Nora, there is an important and distinct difference between your father and myself. Your father's position as a public official is not above reproach. Mine is. Yet, I hope it will continue to be so long as I'm in my position.
We all look so happy and so snug here in the little home.
That is why I read you, and it is just fine interesting for you to make it possible for you to do it. It's already known that the Emperor has dismissed Rothschild if it's to get about now that I've changed my hiring decisions based on my wife's opinion. Nothing to it. Of course, if only this obstinate little woman could get her way. Well, and I to make myself look ridiculous in front of my entire staff, make it clear that I'm susceptible to all sorts of outside influence. I should still be able to end it. Besides, there is one reason that I definitely won't have Roadstead on my staff as long as I'm member. What is that? Well, he's a good worker and his moral failings might be overlooked if necessary. But he knew me when we were boys. It was one of those rash friendships that so you, you would make my position at the bank intolerable. So why don't you do it? You don't? Why not? Because I'm such a narrow-minded way of looking at things. Narrow-minded? Do you think I'm narrow-minded? No, not at all. And that is just why it's the same thing. You say my point of view is narrow-minded, therefore I must be so. Narrow-minded? Narrow-minded? Very well. I must be limited. What do you want to do? Settle it. Helen! If this letter is delivered at once. Listen. Now then. You, miss, obstinate. What was that letter? Workshop dismissal. Call her back, Paul. Oh, call her back, please. There is still time. Oh, do it for my sake. Do it for the children's sake. Papa, you don't know what a letter can bring upon us. Do you hear me, please? It's too late. Yes. It's too late. Laura, I can understand the anxiety you're in, but it is an insult to me. Yes, indeed. Isn't it an insult to think that I should be afraid of some pen driver's vengeance? Laura, I need you to believe that, come what will, I will have strength and courage if they be necessary. I need you to know that I'll be mad enough to take everything upon myself. What do you say? You will never have to do that. Well, of course, Laura, share it. As man and wife should. And place it together. Oh, why do you look so distressed, my darling? It's only a wildest fantasy. How about you go practice your parentele? Oh, and when doctor comes, tell her. I know too that you can command me body and soul. So won't you speak out? I can't tell you anything now. You mustn't punish me like that. Let me do for you whatever a man can do. After what has happened, please won't you tell me. There's nothing to be done here. The whole thing is very fancy on my part. Sorry. There are some people that have less rights to do, others want to have rights. Yes, it's a clear match. When I lived in home with God, yes, I like to invest, but I often steal down into the next quarters. When love was the given practice, we have a whole house with so much fun. See, it's their place. Oh, dear Dr. Ray, I didn't mean it that way, but surely you can understand that people feel lost and get like you with your mom. I didn't have an answer. Is there anything wrong? No, it's okay. My destiny arrived. But isn't that the box for the dress? Oh, yes, but this is the new one that I had ordered, and it's a secret for your mom. Oh, so that was the great secret. Oh, yes, it wasn't you. You just care about myself again. And keep it as long as you possibly can. When I use it, I won't let you escape. He's in the kitchen. He came in the back. And he didn't tell me anything. I did, but it was no good. This is what I can do to speak to you. Very well, something like that. An explanation of something. Don't make haste then, what is it? You know, I suppose, that I've got my dismissal. Yes. As far as I could have decided to suppose that there is no use. Does your husband love you so little then? He knows what I can expose you to, and yet he ventures. How can you suppose that my husband has any knowledge of this sort? I didn't suppose so at all. It wouldn't be the least like our dear Torval Helmer to show so much courage. Mr. Krogstad, a little respect for my husband, please. Certainly, all the respect he deserves. But since you have kept the matter so carefully to yourself, I dare to suppose that you have a little clearer idea than you had yesterday of what it actually is that you have done. More than you could ever teach me. Yes, such a bad lawyer as I am. Well, what is it you want? Only to see how you work. I've been thinking about you all day long. A mere cashier, a quill driver, well, a man like me. Even he has a little of what is called feeling, you know. Well, show it then. And think of my 3 children.
Have you or your husband ever thought of mine? But never mind about that. I only came to tell you that you need not take this matter too seriously. In the first place, there will be no accusation made on my part.
No, of course not. I thought as much.
The whole thing will be arranged amicably. There is no reason why anyone should know anything about it. So if you had it in your mind to have any desperate resolutions,
I have.
If you had thought of running away from home,
I have.
or even something worse,
How could you go on about that?
give up the idea.
How could you possibly have any idea about that?
Most of us think of that first. I did too, but I hadn't the courage.
Nor had I.
No, that's just it, isn't it? You hadn't the courage either.
I haven't.
Besides, it would have been a great piece of folly, once the first storm at home is over. I have a letter for your husband in my pocket,
Tell him everything.
in as lenient a manner as I possibly could.
He mustn't get that written. Tell me what it is, whatever amount I ask my husband for it, and I will find some way of giving you the money.
I am not asking your husband for a penny.
Well, what is it that you want?
I will tell you. I want to rehabilitate myself, Mrs. Helmer. I want to get on, and in that your husband has helped me. For the last year and a half, I have not had a hand in anything dishonourable, and amid all that time, I have been struggling in most restricted circumstances. I was content to work my way up step by step. Now I have been turned out, and I'm not going to be satisfied with merely being taken back into favour again. I want to get on, I tell you. I want to get back into the bank, and in a better position. Your husband has made a place for me.
That he will never do.
He will, I know him. He dare not protest. And once I'm in there with him again, then you will see. It'll be Niels Krogstad and not Torvald Helmer who manages the bank.
That is a thing you will never see.
Do you mean that you will...
I have courage for it now.
Oh, you can't frighten me. A fine, spoiled lady like you.
You will see. You will see.
Under the ice, perhaps, down into the cold, cold black water. And then, in the spring, to float up to the surface, all horrible and unrecognizable, with all of your hair fallen out. Nor you me. People don't do such things, Mrs. Helmer. Besides, what use would it have been? I should have him completely in my power also.
When I am gone. When I no longer.
Have you forgotten that it is I who have the keeping of your reputation? Well, now I have warned you. Do not do anything foolish. When Helmer has had my letter, I shall expect a message from him. And be sure to remember that it is your husband himself who has forced me into such ways as this again. I shall never forgive him for that. Goodbye, Mrs. Helmer.
He is really not. And he's not really the light of the lights. He has stopped. Oh! Oh, God. There is no hope for us now.
Everyone, we're going to a 15-minute intermission. There are 2 bathrooms on that side if you're trying to use the facilities. And please come back in a second.
So they give me the phone with that takes tomorrow night.
Yeah, okay.
The battery now. I'm also going to go to the rack.
That cobra!
They carried it well.
Oh, they did. But I hated it. I remember it from season. I always
Stupid cobra! They nearly fell on the air and died.
You fix it.
Probably because I said I'm not superstitious.
Yep.
But if I believed in that, then I would be superstitious. Yes.
I'm gonna sit down for a while because it's even.
Yeah.
I like
Nah, but okay. Honestly, best policy.
I think that's the same one I gave because he needed it. What?
That's on the video. That's awkward.
Good inside, but it's not a battery, and I was like, please make it until just this.
Oh man, it had like 5 minutes.
Cut the
Do I have 5 minutes?
probably. So I know what time it stopped and everything, and so then I just
Is this the hot?
that's the live stream, yeah. So it's not available on our YouTube live.
So right now, it's still live streaming?
Yes.
So if I was to put my face there, anyone current one be live?
Yes.
I mean, they already got a close up of my butt, so.
It's fine. Usually we have an iPad that we're using the live stream when we're moving around the chairs, and somebody didn't realize it. They were standing right in front of it and see right up their dress. And like just cast. And like we sent out one of our technicians to be like, please move, we can see
Everything. We can see your everything.
Still don't quite know who it is.
Matt's really good.
saw it at dinner and she was like, what are these? And then I was like, you're right. Never look at that.
Just preparing for the moment you need under the flesh. Just
That is not accurate at all.
I just turned around. I didn't realize. Yeah, I'll do it.
Wait, I have a question. So I she's gone.
Oh, you're not seeing these? You're super
Give them to prospective students. Like, maybe
In our version, we got the whole body cut. It was a fox, and then like it just craziness across like so with maybe I was like, oh, it's just a child. She's always kind of worried about it. Ross was like, this seems to me. And so she goes to visit the doll, fine. And then Macduff is there, and Lady Macduff is like, he's a and she's like,
What's not be turned?
don't worry about it
At all, we laugh.
right? And she's like, and that's what she's suspicious, so she wanted to go talk to her. In this version, my character is on the bed, fighting for her. She's not really doing it. Especially her brother, and she never really was able to upstairs.
Oh, no, so much.
Yeah. That's what she does. And it's the last one.
There's basically 20 pages of nothing in all of them.
Really, Lindsay? Are you really? Lintana? Where does the first scene, where does this first part take place?
Same place, it's exactly. Because we cut between 2.4 and 2.5.
Okay.
주의지 Juji 10.
I just realized I accidentally ordered 2 of something on Amazon instead of 1 somehow. I do not need 2 things of blush that I haven't tried before.
Sorry, my life is so scattered tonight.
That's fine, honey.
Love you, Machan.
I'm really hungry.
I have Domino's in my room.
I'm going to uncommon after this.
I probably am too, just to check out my credit card. And
How many floors left in your show, Sarah? What's your runtime currently?
There's probably only about, what time is it now?
It is 9:30.
Yeah, there's 30 minutes.
So you don't stop.
It's there is no half
You
left.
usually stop at 2:30 for like play. Sometimes 3/4. That's the general
Yeah,
convention.
there's only
But
30
there
minutes
isn't
left.
actually an action play, so.
There. I can't see anything more to mend. Would you like to try it on? What is it? You look so agitated. You see my hair? Yes, I see it. But I thought it was from Troupe. Mawr. It was Troupe who lent you the money. And that's where all we know all about it. That's who the both of you don't know all. I forged it in your head. You see, if I was to go out of my mind, and it might easily happen, then you must be my witness. Mawr, you are quite out of your mind. There was somebody who wanted to take upon themselves the whole thing, you understand? Then you must be my witness that I alone did the whole thing. Yes. But I don't understand all this. Oh, what should be? A wonderful thing is going to happen this soon. A wonderful thing, yes. But it must happen. Not for all the world. No. I wrote once this bullshit. It would be so long. There was a time you can't do anything when I said, wait a minute. What should I do? Yes. There's this card. But it was no use. Nora? Oh, you locked the door. Oh, don't worry, we won't come in. You were trying on your dress, of course. Yes, that's it. Oh, I look so nice for a moment. I was thinking those at the corner here. This is the one that's lying right there in the box. And you guys are used to being, yes, always. Rosa must ask for his daughter back on deck. He must find some pretense. But it's just this time. There's no one usually goes. You must delay it. life has always been a little slow at these stages. Oh, Charlotte, please. Now, play with me. Slower. This is the way. Slower. Not so violent, Nora. I can't do it any other way. Nora, no. Nora, that's not it at all. Let me play for her. Yes, do so. I'll be able to correct your message over here. All right. Once more, there's on. Oh, that's fun for me. My dear Nora, you shouldn't be dancing as if your life depended on it. Oh, so it does. Oh, Nora, no. This is madness. Stop, Bryn. Stop, Bryn. Oh, this is terrible. Nora, I didn't think it was possible that you've forgotten absolutely everything I taught you. What? You see? I said you will want a lot of coaching. Oh, yes, Earl. You must coach me right up until the last minute. You mustn't have a single thing to do with a piece of business. You mustn't even even take a pen in your hand. Promise me that you will be wholly mine tonight. I promise I will be wholly and absolutely at your service with the world. But I can tell from your manner, you're still afraid of that coach guy, and there's a letter from him in the letterbox, isn't there? Perhaps there is. I don't know. But not a single thing must come between us. You mustn't contradict her. Very well, then. The child shall get her way. Don't worry, darling. You can depend on me. Hello, Helen. Yes. And we will have champagne, Helen. And some sweets, too. Lots, just for once. Hello. Are we going to have a banquet? Yes, a champagne banquet into the small hours. My dearest Nora, don't be so loyal to purpose. Just keep my own little squirrel as you used to be. Go into dinner. I will tell you. Sometimes there is nothing. She is not expecting anything. Oh, no, it's merely this childish nervousness I was telling you about earlier. God, I can talk to this. You'll be back tomorrow evening. I won't know for him. You mustn't have interfered, Christine. After all, it is splendid to be waiting for a wonderful thing to happen. What is it that you're waiting for, Nora? We shall see. I'll put my things away and have a tea. 5 o'clock. 7 hours until weekend. 24 hours until the next weekend. 24 and 7. 31 hours to live. Where is my little Skylar? Here she is! found her note at home. What does this mean?
It is absolutely necessary that I should have a talk with you.
And is it absolutely necessary that it be here?
It is impossible at my place. There's no private entrance to my rooms. Come in. We're quite alone. The maid is asleep and the hum is at the gas upstairs.
Are the hum is ready out to dance tonight?
Yes. Why not?
Certainly. Why not?
Now, Niels, let us have a talk.
Can we two have anything to talk about?
We two have a great deal to talk about.
I shouldn't have thought so.
No, you have never properly understood.
What was there to understand except what was obvious to all the world? A heartless woman jokes a man when a more lucrative charge turns up.
Do you believe I am absolutely heartless with all that? And do you believe that I did it with a light heart?
Didn't you?
Did you really think that?
If it is as you say, then why did you write to me as you did at the time?
I could do nothing else. As I had to break with you, it was my duty to also put an end to all that you felt for me.
I cannot believe it. Why? Why did you do that to me?
I must not forget, Niels, that I had a helpless mother and 2 younger brothers. We couldn't wait for you, Niels. Your prospects seemed hopeless then.
So that was it. And all this only for the sake of money.
Yes. I had to provide for my 2 younger brothers.
That may be so. But you had no right to throw me over for anyone else's sake.
Indeed. No. And the time that I asked him if I had the right to do it.
When I lost you, it was as if all the world, the solid ground, had gone from under my feet. Look at me now. I'm like a shipwrecked man clinging to a bit of wreckage.
But help made me near.
Help was near, and you came and stood in my way.
Unintentionally, Niels. It was only today I learned that it was your place I was going to take in vain.
I believe you if you say so. But now that you know, are you not going to give it up?
No, because that would not benefit you in the least.
Oh, benefit. I would have done it whether or no.
I have learned to act prudently. Life and hard, bitter necessity have taught me that.
And life has taught me not to believe in fine speeches.
Then life has taught you something very reasonable. But deeds, you must believe in.
What do you mean by that?
You said you were like a shipwrecked man clinging to some wreckage.
I had good reason to say so.
Well, I'm like a shipwrecked woman clinging to some wreckage. No one to mourn for, no one to care for.
It was your own choice.
There was no other choice. Then,
Well, what now?
yes, how would it be if we two, shipwrecked people, could join forces?
What are you saying?
2 on the same piece of wreckage would stand better chance than each on their own.
Christine,
What do you suppose brought me to town?
do you mean to say that you gave me a thought?
I could not endure a life without work. All my life, as long as I can remember, I have worked, and it has been my purpose and my only pleasure. Now I'm so alone. My life feels so dreadfully empty, and I feel so forsaken. There is not the least pleasure working for oneself. Give me someone and something to work for.
I don't trust that. It's nothing but a woman's overstrained sense of generosity which prompts you to make such an offer of yourself.
Have you ever noticed anything of the sort in me?
really do it? Tell me. Do you know all about my past life?
Yes.
And do you know what they think of me here?
You seem to imply that he might have been quite another man.
I'm certain of it.
Is it too late now?
Christine, are you saying this deliberately? Yes. I'm certain that you are. I can see it in your face. But could you really have the courage?
I want to be a mother to someone, Niels, and your children need a mother. You need each other, Niels. I have faith in your real character. I could dare anything together with you.
Thanks, Christine. I shall find a way to reinvent myself in the eyes of the world.
Hush! The tarantella, go! Go!
Why? What is that?
Do you hear them out there? When that is done, we expect them back.
I will go. Oh, but it is no use. Of course, you do not know the steps I have taken in the matter of the helmets.
Yes, I know all about that.
And in spite of it, you have the courage to
Know what doubts. Like you. I've been driven by despair.
I will ask for my letter back.
You can't. No.
Well, yes, of course, but is it there in the letter box?
Yes.
Are you certain?
Quite sure.
But is that what all this is? That you're willing to save your friend at any cost?
Tell me, frankly, is that it? Niels, a woman who has once sold herself for another's sake doesn't do it a second time.
I will ask for my letter back.
No. No!
Well, yes, of course I will. I will wait until Troupe Helmer has returned, and then I will tell him that he's not to read my letter, that it only concerns my dismissal, that he must give it back to me.
No, Niels, you must not recall your letter.
But was it not for that very purpose that you brought me here tonight?
In my first moment of fright, it was. But 24 hours have elapsed since then, and in that time I have witnessed incredible things in this household. Homer must know all about it. This unhappy secret must be revealed. There must be a complete and total understanding between them, which is impossible without this concealment and falsehood going on.
Very well. You will take the responsibility. There is one thing that I can do in any case, and I shall do it at once.
You must be good. Go. The dance is over. We are not safe a moment longer.
I will wait for you below.
Yes. Do. You must see me back to my door.
I have never had such an amazing piece of good fortune in my life.
What a difference! What a difference!
moment longer and spoil the effect? Oh no. No, I would take this woman by the arm. You did a quick turn about the room. You did a curtsy to either side. And then, as they say in the novels, the beautiful apparition disappeared. An exit are always effective, Mrs. Lynde. And that's something I just can't seem to get this reward to understand.
Oh, the parent would let me stay at least for half an hour more.
Would you believe Mrs. Lynde? I almost had to bring her away by force. God, too. We'll see if I can find her.
I want to talk with him. You must tell your husband about the letter. You have nothing to fear as far as Krogstad is concerned. You must tell your husband about it. Now I know what I must do.
Well, Mrs. Lynde, have you admired her?
Yes. And now I will say my goodnight.
Oh, wait, Mrs. Lynde, you forgot your knitting.
Oh, yes. Thank you. I very forgotten.
So, you knit, of course. You know, you really ought to embroider. Really, it's far more becoming. Watch. You hold the embroidery with your left hand like this, and the needle in your right hand, and then you use long, seductive strokes.
Yes. Perhaps.
See what I mean? Whereas knitting, that's nothing but unattractive. You've got your shoulders all hunched, and the knitting needles are going up and down. It's incredibly ugly. No, that was some good champagne they gave us. Look.
Yes. Well, good night, Mawr. And don't be so self-willed a moment longer.
Oh, that's right, Mrs. Lynde.
Good night, Mr. Helmer.
Oh, good night. Good night. I hope you'll find your way home. I am so glad we are finally rid of her. She is a frightful bore, that woman. Mawr, darling, are you tired?
Yes, sir. Well, I'm very tired. I want to go to bed immediately.
Really? I feel extremely lovely. Mawr, it's quite nice to be alone. Fascinating.
So why doesn't it do that?
Oh, why should I look at my treasure? It's my very own.
Well, you mustn't say such things to me tonight.
Oh, I understand. The tarantella is still hot in your blood. Oh, but darling, you can have a. Nor listen. The guests are beginning to. Soon the whole house will be quiet. Yes, I hope so. Well, you know we're going to argue like this together. Why I keep away from you. Why I speak so good to you. And only send the occasional stolen glance in your direction. I always know. I do this because I like to pretend that we're secretly in love. And that you are my secretly promised bride. And that nobody suspects that there's anything going on between us. Oh, and you're believing? When I speak to you? Your beautiful arms and knees, showered with beautiful young shoulders. Oh, how you lovely neck. Well, I just imagine that you're just content with the wedding. And this will be our first and only moment together. Oh, my nice and felt as if I should like to look in. Ah, yes, these dear familiar rooms. You two are quite happy in here.
Well, I think someone who's getting quite happy upstairs.
And why shouldn't they? One should enjoy everything in this life, at least as long as one can, and as much as one can. The wine was capital.
Especially the champagne.
Ah, you noticed that too. It's almost amazing how much I managed to put away.
Troupe doesn't drink real champagne tonight, too.
Did you? Yes.
He's always in such high spirits afterwards.
Well, why shouldn't one enjoy oneself after a well-spent day?
Although I'm afraid I can't take credit for the well spent.
I can, you know.
Dr. Bryn, you must have been doing some scientific investigation today.
Little Nora discussing scientific investigations.
May I congratulate you on the result?
Yes, you can.
That it was favorable?
Yes. Both doctor and patient. Certainty. Certainty. Absolute certainty. So, wasn't I entitled to make it a merry evening after that?
Yes, Dr. Bryn. I do need to eat this evening. Tell me, Dr. Bryn, are you fond of fancy dress balls?
Yes. If there is a fine lot of free costumes.
Tell me then, what shall we two go as to the next?
Look at better head. Are you thinking of that already? Me too. Yes, I can tell you. You will go as a good fairy.
And tell me, Dr. Wright, what do you suppose is an appropriate costume for that?
Just let your wife go as she is dressed in everyday life.
Oh, oh, that was very pretty turned. But tell us, Dr. Wright, what would you be going as?
Well, my dear friend, I have quite made up my mind about that.
And
At the next fancy dress ball, I shall be invisible.
not that you are a good joke.
You know, the black hats, the ones that put them on, and nobody can see. Well, I'm totally forgetting what I paid for. Troupe, give me one of those cigars, one of the dark cabanas.
With the greatest pleasure.
There you are. What did you about? Thank you. And now, goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, dear old man.
Sleep well, Dr. Bryn.
Thank you for that wish.
Wishing the same.
You? Well, if you want me to sleep well, thanks for the letter.
trying to announce his own death. That's just what he was doing. Really? Has he said something to you? Yes, very important. And it was certainly an engineer who accepts the time, the black crossing. So what else he said? Well, he needs to shut himself up and down. Oh, poor old friend. I knew that he was alone in this world, but so soon. Oh, he shuts himself away like a wounded animal. I'm sure about it is happening. But it's best that he be alone. Is it not? I suppose you're right. But we come so into our lives, it's so rough thinking of him having to leave them. Him with his suffering, his loneliness, is like a cloudy backdrop to our sunlit happiness. Maybe it's for the best, at least for him anyway. And perhaps for us too, Nora. No. We're quite rolling together now. No, we're all about more sleeping. No, you. What a far our friend's death. You're right. That's affected us both. And we must try to rid our minds of that. We shall both go to our own rooms tonight. Good night. What's that, Nora? Now I will read my letters to you. Who's that? He's reading it now. Never to see it again. Never to see my children again. Goodbye, Torvald. And my children. Nora? 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 You know what's in this letter? Yes. Yes, I know. Please let me go. Where are you going? Please let me go. You shall not suffer for my sake. True. No, this is true. Yes, it is true. I have loved you all of us. Miserable creature. What have you done? No, that's not having excuses. Here shall you stay and give me an explanation. Do you understand the thing you have done? Answer me! Do you understand what it is that you have done? Yes. You have the ability to understand perfectly. What the Lord that you guys is the woman who I have loved for 14 years. A hypocrite, a liar, was a criminal. Ah, for shame, for shame. Unutterable ugliness of your own. You know, I predicted something like this would happen. I ought to have known. All your father's want was be silent. All your father's want was high. He had no morality. He had no sense of duty. How he could be punished by the weight of what he did. I did all for you, Nora. And this is how you repay me. That's just it. You ruined all of my happiness. You destroyed my future. I am the power of an unscrupulous man. He can do what he likes with me. He can use me as he pleases. And all this because of the actions of a thoughtless woman. When I am gone, you will be free. Oh, when you're gone. Well, let's consider for a moment how much would really benefit you if you were gone, as you said. Nora, he could spread the affair about about that shawl. Take it off. The matter must be hushed up at all costs. You and I must appear to be the same as we once were, but of course only in the eyes of the world. You shall remain in my house, that is not of course, and I will not let you raise the children. I can't trust them with you. To think I should have to say something like that to someone who I love so dearly, and to whom I still, that is not the same any longer. Happiness is no longer the objective. No, but now here, trying to preserve the fragments, pick up the pieces to maintain the appearance that. So late. It must be him. Nor hide yourself. Say you are ill. A letter to the mistress? Oh, you shall not have. I will read it myself. Yes, go on, read it. I scarcely have the courage to do so. It may be ruined for the both of us. Nora. No, read it again. Nora. Nora, I'm saved! Nora, I'm saved! And I. You're saved too, of course. We're both saved. Both you and I. Oh, Nora, we're saved. Oh, anything to us. Look, he says he regrets and repents. He even returns your bond. He says that some sort of happy change in his life. Oh, who cares what he says? Nora, we're saved. Oh, it's a wonderful thing. Nora, don't worry. What's this? No, you don't seem to believe that we're saved. Oh, of course, I thought it was over. You don't believe that I could forgive you so quickly. Oh, no, my darling, no, my little Skylar. I know what you did was out of love for me. That's just it. And this is how a woman ought to feel about her husband. It's just that you had not sufficient knowledge to act upon your protective instincts. Oh, no. Do you think this makes you any less dear to me? No. I would not be a man if this womanly helplessness did not just give you a double attractiveness in my eyes. Only lean on me, and I shall be advisor and director to you. Now, I swear to you, I've forgiven you. Thank you for your forgiveness. Where are you going? I'm taking off my fancy dress. Yes, do so. Calm yourself, my sweet little Skyline. Be at rest. Find security. I have broad wings to shelter you under. Oh, how cozy and warm our home is, Nora. Here, there is shelter for you. Here, I, like a hunter, can save you like the dove that's been saved from the hawk's claws. Nora, darling, it will come, little by little. Soon you won't even need me to reassure you that I've forgiven you. It will come on its own time. Tomorrow you look upon the whole thing quite differently, and you know that in your heart you have no fear. Ah, my little girl, you have better thinking. It's mediating you looking to approach me. Nora, you don't understand what a true man's heart is like. There's something so indescribably sweet and satisfying to a man in his ability to forgive his wife. And, my darling, so shall you be from this point on. Oh, my frightened, scared, helpless, little Skylar, have no anxiety about anything. Only be frank and open with me. I will be will and conscience both to you. I will protect you as I will protect my most valuable treasure. I will. Oh, you change your things. Well, and where are you going so late as this? It is not so late. Sit down, Papa. There is much business. Laura, why this cold, set face? Sit down, Papa. There's much we need to talk about. Nora, you're wrong. I don't understand you. It's just it. You have never understood me. And I never understood you either until tonight. No. You mustn't interrupt me. You must only listen to what I have to say. Well, this is second influence. What do you mean by that? You think the world made that sense of a strange varsity like this? Well, what could that be? You've been like that there 14 years now. Yet we never had a serious conversation about anything. Look, what do you mean by serious? Beginning of our marriage, even to our parents. You and I never sat down and had a serious conversation about anything, only something. Well, Mawr, darling, would it really make sense for me to berate you with issues that you couldn't help me with or even understand? I'm not talking of business with my son. And even my husband and wife. I never sat down and to try and make the bottom of anything. But Mawr, would it have really been any good for you? You don't understand me, Carl. I have been greatly wronged, first by Papa, then by you. By us two who will love you more than anyone else in the world. You have never loved me. You have only thought it pleasant to be in love with me. No, I'm not hearing you say. It is true to a bond. When I was at home with Papa, he told me his opinions about everything. And so I have to have the same opinions as him. If I differ from him, I conceal the fact because it would have upset me. He called me his dog child. And he played with me just as I used to play with my dogs. And when I came to live with you, Nora, what sort of expression is that about our marriage? I mean simply that I was transferred from Papa's hands to yours. You arranged everything according to your own taste, and so I got the same taste as you, or at least I thought so. I think sometimes one and sometimes the other. And when I look back at it, it occurs to me that I have been living here for 14 years as a poor woman just for hand to mouth. I have existed merely to perform tricks for you, Torvald, and you would have it so. You and Papa committed a great sin against me, and it is your fault that I have done nothing with my life. How ungrateful you are. Have you not been happy here? No. Never happy. No. Not happy? No. Only married. You came to greatly say so you are wonderful. You have always been so kind, but our house has been nothing but a playroom. I have been your doll wife, just as the children have been my doll children. They find it great fun when I play with them, just as I find it great fun when you play with me. But that is where our marriage begins to evolve. Perhaps there is some truth in what you say, as exaggerated and strange as your opinion of it may be. But it shall be different. Playtime shall be over, and lesson time shall begin. Alas, Papa, I'm afraid that you will not be able to educate me into being the proper wife for you. Oh, you consider that. And I, how am I fit to bring up the children? No. Did you not just say so a while ago? That you dare not trust me to bring them up? In a moment of anger? Why do you pay heed to that sort of thing? Indeed, you are right. There are other things that I must see to first. I must go out and educate myself. And that is why I must leave you now, Paul. What do you say?
Trying to understand everything there is about me, I must stand quite alone. And that is why I'm going to stay with you more.
No. You would abandon your husband and your children, and you don't even consider what people will say.
I cannot consider what people will say. I only know what is necessary for me.
It's shocking. This is how you would neglect your most sacred duties.
And what do you consider my most sacred duties?
Oh, you need me to explain this to you. Your most sacred duties are to your husband and your children. I have other duties just as sacred. Oh, and what might those be?
Duties to myself.
No. First and foremost, you are a wife and a mother.
I no longer believe that.
I believe that first and foremost, I am a human being. Or at least I was trying to become one.
I know that people agree with me toward all, and that views of that kind are to be found in books, but I can no longer content myself with what people say or what is found in books. I must go out into the world and see for myself who is right.
Nora, you can't even understand your place in your own home. You have to appeal to your conscience. Or answer me. Are you arguing that you don't have one?
I assure you, Torvald, that is a difficult question to answer. The thing perplexes me altogether. I only know that you and I are living from quite different sides. I am learning, too, that the law is another thing from what I suppose. According to the life has no right to spare her cousin, husband's life, and a daughter has no right to spare grandfather anxiety and care. We cannot believe that.
Nora, you do realize that you're speaking like a child. You clearly don't understand the conditions of the world in which you live.
No, I do not. But I must go and figure out for myself who is right, the world or I.
Nora, you're talking like a real person. Have you considered perhaps going out of your mind?
I have never felt my mind so clear and certain as tonight.
And is it with a clear and certain mind that you desert your husband and your children?
Yes, it is.
Well, then there's just one possibility.
And what is that?
You don't love me anymore.
It's just it, Torvald.
Nora, you can say that?
It is Torvald. Yes. I no longer love you.
Is that a clear and certain conviction as well?
Yes, it is.
And can you tell me what I've done to forfeit your love?
Yes, indeed I can. It was tonight when the wonderful thing did not happen.
Nora, you're going to have to explain yourself. I certainly don't understand you.
I have waited so patiently. For 14 years. For goodness knows I knew that miracles didn't happen every day. But then at last, this terrible tragedy befell us that I thought that last the wonderful thing was going to happen. When that ghost I thought it was lying there. Never for a moment did I think that you would accept that man's conditions. I was so sure that you would read it and say,
Publish the thing to the whole world.
And what would I do after I expose my wife to shame and disgrace?
you would come forward and say,
It was I who did it all.
Nora,
what? You mean I never would have accepted the sacrifice of your blood? Of course not. But what am I pleased with it against your assurances? That was a wonderful thing for which I hoped for and feared, and which is for that I was willing to kill myself.
I would gladly work day and night,
Bear sorrow and pain for your sake. But no man's going to give up his honor for the little he loves.
It is a thing hundreds
Of thousands of women have done. Talk and act like a child, perhaps, but you neither think nor talk like the man I could bind myself to. When your fear was over, and it was not fear for what might happen to me, but what might happen to you, everything went back to normal. I was your squirrel, your skylark, your doll, which in future you would treat with doubly gentle care because it was so brittle and fragile.
occurred to me then that for 14 years I had been living in a strange man's house, and I had borne him 3 children. But I can't think of it. The thought just makes me want to tear myself into little bits.
An abyss has opened up between us, nor that much is certain. Oh, but Nora, wouldn't it be possible to fill it up again?
As I am now, I know I freely. I have it in me to become a different man. Perhaps, if your doll is taken away from you.
But Nora, to part from you?
Oh, I couldn't imagine such a thing. It makes it all the more certain that it must be done. This is madness. This is insane. I'm going to go home tomorrow. It will be easy for me to find something to do there. I'm going home. I'm sure that Christine will take me in for the night. Blind, foolish woman! I must try and get some sense to her heart. Nora, stay the night. Leave tomorrow. You cannot stay the night in a strange man's room. Well, can't we live together like brother, sister? Never thought about that strong. Tomorrow I will send Christine to get my things. I will take nothing from you now. I don't know what later. Can I never even write to you? No, you must never do that. Could I send you things if you're not? No, I cannot receive aid from a stranger. No, Robert, I'll never be anything more than a stranger to you. Oh, I have no idea what is going to become of me. Nora, you are my wife, whatever becomes of you. Listen, oh God. I've heard that my wife has said to her husband, as I put it now, he is legally free from all obligations towards them. But then he himself free. There must be perfect freedom on both sides. Here's your ring. Now give me mine. That too. Here it is. There. And how is that? I have left my keys on the table. The maids know everything about the house. Better than I do. Nora, if it's all over, will you never even think of me again? Well, I know that I should think of you. You'll surely get this house often. Is there no chance? No second chance that you could take? The most important thing of all that happened. Well, tell me what that might be. I no longer believe here in this anymore. Although I believe, and then tell me, what would have to happen? Well, we would have to be so changed. So changed that our lives together would be revealed by God. Goodbye.
Nora. Accepting. She's gone. The most wonderful thing of all.
Okay. So just leave the thing with me and I'll film it again Saturday.
You're gonna need to pull the footage off.
Okay.
And a couple thousands of pictures like that.
Okay.